Good try, buddy. That's not passive income. Ha ha. Talk about passive. Guys, I get the most hilarious comments. If you're not following me already, go follow me on TikTok. Anytime I talk about passive income and how this business model, the digital real estate business model, is passive, I get Jack, Jerry, Joe, or Brad, usually Brad, that wants to tell me that this isn't passive. And I want to say this. First and foremost, just so we get this on the table, excuse me, get a little wet the whistle here. Woo! First and foremost, let's get on the same page in that nothing, I repeat, nothing is 100% passive. There is absolutely nothing. Like even if you have a patent, or you have royalty, you have to keep up to some degree, right? You have to renew. I don't know how that works. Maybe you have to renew your patent, or maybe you have to file this or file that, or you have to make sure that if you're somebody that's an artist, you have to check on your TuneCore account of yours, whatever. There's always these little things. There's never 100% passivity. I think that's how you say that word. So first and foremost, I know, Guy, Brad, nothing is fully passive. I use the word passive loosely. Let's call it semi-passive, okay? But I get this all the time. Well, it's not semi-passive. Let me tell you, for those that are new, for those that don't know what digital real estate is, for those that don't know about rent and rank, and yes, rent then rank, not rank and rent. For those that don't know about this business model, let me tell you what is required to get an asset to the point where it is semi-passive. And I'll say semi for you, Brad. Okay. Number one, you pick a niche. Let's say it's concrete. Number two, you pick a city. Let's say it's St. George, Utah. Number three, you build a list of business owners, of potential business owners that could buy your leads because they're already spending money with somebody else. Okay. Then you build a landing page. Okay. Next, you set up some ads, some simple ads. What do you do after that? You take the leads that come from those ads and you send them to a local business owner, and then you close the business owner on a deal of $1,000 plus per month. You take the money that you get from that business owner and you build out a website, and that website, once ranked, is now an asset. And once this thing is ranked, guys, once you're getting organic leads, the leads go from the homeowner calls the website, it goes directly to the business owner. All that you do is you have a recording of it inside of your CallRail account or whatever call tracking, whatever that you use, right? And all you do is you make sure the card goes through, you make sure the business owner's happy, and you make sure that something crazy doesn't happen and your website doesn't fall off the face of the earth, which has not happened to me yet. Okay. Have I had sites de-indexed with terrible content once I started hiring copywriters? Yes. Were those websites already ranked? No. So I've never had a website fall from grace, if you will. I've never had a website go from 1 to unfindable. Have they shifted a bit? Yes. It's Google, man. Google's always changing stuff. They've got competitors coming in and whatever. But you tell me, once you do the groundwork, once you get that sucker up and running, and you have to check in with the business owner, you have to make sure the credit card is still running, and you have to make sure that you don't have competitors overtaking you or swiping your client. Tell me how that is any different from regular real estate, right? Regular real estate, you still got to go to get the property. Whether you're building or buying, there is work, there is due diligence, there is finding the property, there's negotiating the property, there is buying the property and dealing with the bank. Then there's buying insurance, and then there's finding the tenant, and then there's making sure the tenant is a good fit, getting the deposit, making sure the toilets are all fixed and running, and making sure whatever. And then after all that's done, and they're paying you $1,500 and your bank note is $1,000, you're making $500 a month. Woohoo! Guys, there's still phone calls, there's still water leaks, there's still the garbage truck didn't come today, or this broke, or my son threw a baseball through the window. What do I do? Or eviction. Guys, in the same way that regular real estate is semi-passive, digital real estate is semi-passive. The difference is it costs a fraction of the money to get into digital real estate as it does to get into physical real estate. My point being on this video, I know nothing is fully passive. That's a no-brainer. We all agree. So you're welcome, Brad. But the people that argue and say that's not passive, what is passive? If that's not passive, once you get it set up, you make sure the credit card runs, just like with your tenants. Guys, I have tenants right now. Guess what? Sometimes they don't pay on time. Sometimes their automatic payment with our software doesn't go through. Sometimes we have to go and we have internet issues and the internet's down and they're calling us complaining. And guys, there's a million things that happen with real estate, just like digital real estate. It's still semi-passive in that we don't have to show up every single day and put in work to get paid. And that is the same thing with digital real estate. Again, my purpose of this video is for the 5 of you out there, Brad and his 4 friends. I'm here to tell you that to get anything to a place that it is passive, it's going to require some upfront work. This is no different. The beautiful thing about this, though, is it can happen quick. Once you learn the process, once you figure out the due diligence, bang, 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 you can get these up really quickly for a fraction of the money that it would cost you to buy and rent physical real estate. This is passive. This is, well, let me say this is semi-passive. It is the greatest business model on the planet that is digital real estate. It's your boy, Nick Wood. I'm out.